Name is David Stubbs, and I'm a near-death and other side expert. Lots of people ask me, what is the universe rules, which is God, on homosexuality? You know, the old myth is all homosexual going to hell. It's not right. God don't approve of it. You know, you go in these chat rooms and they talk about it. God made man to be with woman and woman to be with man. It's despicable. Homosexuality. Well, here is my opinions, and my opinions come from me being raised in both worlds by angels. Now, homosexuality, the angels never talk about that. Because, like I say in the other videos, they don't even notice sex like it's a shield, but they see sex as a reproduction purposes only, except for humans, in reproduction and pleasure. So, and like I said, I don't think that pleasure part is in heaven. Maybe in between, it may be earthbound spirit. They may do it for pleasure, but I think they do it to get energy so they can stay relevant in both worlds. You know, without that energy, they can't come back to Earth if they lose that a certain amount of energy. So I don't even think they do it for pleasure. I'm just guessing though, you know. But with homosexuality, here come my thoughts on it. From my experience with angels and other conversations. Now, the angels talk a lot about free will. And one of my angels was Bobby Jones, the frame of golf was it. He come to me one day and say, hey, God called off our research on racism. He say he's seen enough. And I say, why? He say, you and me are the same. We share the spirit of Tom Morris. The experiment was to see how far I get as a white man, to see how far you get as a black man with the same ability. We share the same spirit. We are the same person. And I said, well, y'all to call off the research because y'all seen enough. It was so bad. Is y'all going to help me? He said, no. It's part of your journey to fix racism or to find a way to work around it. And I say, man, I can't do that, man. No, I can't do that. I say, but is that the case? Is that why God didn't help the slaves? He says slavery is a part of hate, which is a part of racism. And it was developed by man because of God gave human the ability for free will to make their own choices. But when God made that system, he made it so him and the angels can't interfere with any man-made problems. It got to be something real drastic for God and the angels to go in there. And I say, but slavery wasn't drastic? He said, I don't know, son. I don't know. I don't know what they see as drastic, what God see as drastic. And I said, well, man, wow. And based on that, and based on my other angels talking about free will, and she'd be saying the same thing. Anything derived from free will, we can't interfere because that's the way God set up the system. Only God can interfere or tell us to interfere. But it got to be something real, real drastic. You know what I mean? Now, based on that, my angels never talk about homosexuality. You know why? Because it means nothing. It's out of free will. It's out of free will. God gave us the ability to say, oh, I want to be with a man, and I'm a man. Or I want to be with a woman, and I'm a woman. I want to be without both of them. I'm bisexual, you know. He gave us that ability. So by him giving us that ability and that choice, how can he punish us for it? Like the angels say, God don't mess with no man-made decision out of free will. And who you have sex with is free will. I don't even think they see it. I don't even think they see it. Because I think one time me and my angel seen two men kissing. She didn't even notice it. She ain't paid no attention to it. And I'm like, but she ain't paid no attention to it. You know what I mean? Because you know why? It's not made from heaven. It's not made from heaven. But remember, in biblical days, you had homosexuality. And you may even have it in heaven. Who knows? Who knows? But that's my opinion. That it don't matter to the universe because it's a decision from free will which God don't interfere with other angels. My name is David J. Stubbs. You can get my books at davidjstubbs.com. Thank you very much, and God bless.